The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
2020 is, when you had a bit of interaction with 360. And then the following year, 2021, is where the TPain reaction thing happened. And that's where I first caught on to you. Now, he reacted to your song Dash. Is that right?
Yep.
Now, again, walk us through how that happened. Was it a similar thing to the academic situation or completely different, or?
Yeah, it was definitely similar in a way. So I'd been watching TPain streams for a little bit. He'd been, he does cook-ups on there, makes music, plays games. But pretty much, yeah, I'd seen that he was doing reactions to like Aussie artists like 1-4 and A Huncho and like Young and Lips, and he'd done a couple of reactions, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? I've never seen these streams. Let me try and figure out how to do it, just because like it'd be hectic to have him react to my song. So I found out how to join the Discord, and then I was just waiting, bro. I was waiting every day for him to do a stream. I didn't know what time he streamed, what days he streamed. So I was just waiting, bro. And then a couple weeks went by, and I was like just chilling on my laptop, wasn't even thinking about it. And then a Discord notification come up, say, get your links ready, about to do it. I'm like, oh shit, get it ready, get the link up, get it ready. And then he's like, all right, go. And you get like 5-10 seconds, he'll open the channel, locked it in. And then I just messaged everybody, messaged every single person ever, yo, TPain's gonna listen to Dash. Oh my God. It's crazy. And the thing is too, is with Dash, like, man, I was super confident in Dash. Like, it was one of those songs where we made it, me and my producer Liam made it in like less than an hour, like 40 minutes. We made that song, just pumped it out for fun. We like to go in the studio and just be like, all right, cool. Let's make this kind of song today. And we warm up with just like a quick hip hop song, get out the way, and then dive into some stuff. So we made that, we put it out. It kind of stagnated. Like, I was like, okay, this is the one. And we performed it a couple times. Everyone's like, oh, what's the 150 on the Dash song? Put it out. We put it out. It got like 9,000 views, like streams in like the first month, and then dropped off. Like, it was just all playlists. So it just dropped off and was stagnant for like a month. And I'm like, I really thought that was the one. We spent this money on a video on it and all this stuff. And, it was just crazy having to come back around. And then, he's going through, he's listening to songs. He's not feeling anything. Like, if you know TPain, like he's not one to sugarcoat. He just says it how it is, like, regardless of anything. So he's telling people, oh, you should change this, I'm not feeling this. And I'm like starting to regret like telling everybody to watch. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna hate it. And then it comes on and he's just blank face, looking at the screen. I'm like, what's he thinking? Then halfway through the verse, he's like stunned, and like his face goes a little weird, and then by the time the hook comes around, he's just full stank face, and he just had like the funniest reaction, bro. Like, he's instead of just being like, oh, I like it, oh, I don't know, he's like I want to hate this so bad, fuck this fat motherfucker, bro. Like, I'm gonna punch him in the face when I see him, because he'd just gone on that rant, you know what I mean, being like, do something else. Everything you're doing, little baby's done it, the baby's done it, like all this stuff, like. So obviously Dash isn't like, we're not reinventing the wheel here. Like, it's very, it's a Travis Scotty hip hop track. So like the reaction was just perfect, bro. And we were like, oh yeah, that's gotta go on TikTok, because I just, I'd started building my own hype with TikTok a little bit before then. So I put it up there while it already had some steam. Went to bed, woke up, I had 1 million views. I'm like, wow.
Like, legit 1 million views overnight.
Had like 1.2 million views on TikTok. It was, I don't know.
Wow. And then, so once you've woken up and you've noticed that, what sort of progressed from there? What's happened from there?
Man, like, it was dope. Like, I woke up and I had heaps more followers. I had like 1,000 more followers, which was like, I've been building my Instagram. For me, it was like really slow to build. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm at like 6,000 followers. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, what the fuck, it's going crazy. Getting like YouTubers hit me up that like I watch, like stuff like that. And then, yeah, man, like some time went by. But I was like that next day, he was on stream again. And I was in chat and I'm like, yo, TikTok, I posted your reaction on TikTok. Shit went viral. So he's like, wife brings it up, Pan, shows him. He's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Watches the TikTok. He's laughing about it. He's like, man, that's a good TikTok, man. And then that was sort of it. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, give me a follow me on Instagram. You know what I mean? He hadn't followed me, and you know, he'd follow other artists that he'd reacted to. I'm like, oh, what about me, man? What about me? And then, yeah, and then further down the line, I finally got the follow after a couple weeks. And then I was at like we were watching the Arias at Warner. Got invited, and when I was on the way, he was on stream again doing another reaction stream. They're like, get your links ready. So I was like, my song Stay Down comes out tomorrow. I've got the music video on an unlisted link ready to go. So I just sent that. And and then so I'm like, okay, cool. I'll get another reaction. It got in. But I came obviously to watch the Arias, and I wasn't on my phone. And then I see, boom, Take Flight tagged you in a post. And it's TPain wants to sign Mason Dane and reacts to his new music video. And I'm like, what? He did this reaction. He's talking about he wants to sign me. I gotta be Nappy Boy. I'm like, what the fuck? It's crazy. It's just
Yeah,
wild.
right. And then so he's reacted to you twice then.
Twice.
And then so on the second reaction where he's, you know, talking about signing you, etc. What happened from there? Because I seen that, you know, at some point you announced that you were going to go on a TPain tour, but unfortunately, due to some visa issues, it's not able to happen at the moment. Fingers crossed in the near future. Is that the next thing that happened in regards to the whole TPain thing, or was some other stuff in between?
Yeah, man. Like the tour was actually pretty recent. That's why we couldn't really get the visa stuff done because it was pretty late notice. But after that reaction, man, like, you know, he's like, oh, he wants to sign me. So then Ziggy's like, okay, cool, I'll step in, hit him up. You know, they had a call. Ziggy didn't even tell me they had the call, and he's like, yes, I was like just on the phone with TPain earlier. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, I'll make a group chat. He's just pretty much was just saying how hard he fucks with me, and he'd love to work together in some capacity, and you know. And then I was able to get on the phone with Pain, and he's like, yeah, man, like he was just like, man, I'm proud of you. People are getting eyes on you. I'm glad I can be a part of it. He's like, man, like I'm not too pressed. Like we don't have to, you know, I don't have to sign you right now, you know, whatever. But man, if there's anything I can do to help skyrocket your shit, he's like, bro, I know you don't want to ask me. I got you with a feature. I got you with a verse if you want it. I'm like, I'll take one of those. So yeah, then you know, I sent him Dash. I sent him Dash with an open, and you know, blessed me with a verse. And he cooked it up on Twitch while I'm in the club, and then boom, another notification from Take Flight. TPain is cooking up to Mason, doing a verse on Dash right now. So I like tuned into the stream and I heard it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like faded at this club. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta fucking soak with TPain. And yeah, bro, and that shit just, you know, he sent it to me. He's like, oh man, that's so crazy. I was just mind blown, you know what I mean? He snapped on it really hard, and pretty much like, you know, some time went by, and he's like, man, like I'm just in the Twitch chat. He's like, man, what are we doing, man? We got a song to drop. I'm like, low key needs a video. He's like, bro, high key needs a video. We can make that happen tomorrow if you want to do that. So we just kind of called his bluff a little bit and went, okay, cool, we're gonna come to America. He's like, bro, come through. Tell me where you're going to be, bring a camera, and we'll get it done. So, yeah, we packed our bags and flew over to Atlanta. And it just so happened that it was around my birthday this year, 2022. You know, I was dropping my EP Chasing Home on the 21st. My birthday's 21st of Feb. So we got there a few days before that. Tapped in with him in Atlanta. It was crazy. He's like, yeah, come to my house. I'm like, oh my God. We rocked. we pulled up in the Uber to his house. We go down the drive. He's like, oh yeah, this is how you get in. So we go down the driveway through the gate or whatever. We park up. And I call him. I text him. I'm like, yo, we're out front. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, no, the house with the basketball hoop. Like, we're at the front door. He's like, get away from that house. That is not my house. I'm like, oh shit. So I call him. It was like one of his neighbors who like apparently he's had problems with him before. Like they're always calling the cops on him and stuff like that. But it was crazy, man. Getting to like hang out with TPain. He took me to Magic City, to the strip club. And, you know, we got the music video shot a podcast with him and stuff. Like things have really progressed so crazy, and you know, like. He's, you know, taught me a lot about the industry, and I'm sure will continue to teach me a lot. He's just such a legend, bro. It's just so wild. It's so crazy.
So just to get my head around it 100%, because this is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So you drop Dash. He's reacted to that. Now he's saying he wants to sign you. Then he's offered to jump on to do a feature. So you've thrown him on that so that you can put that out as a remix with the TPain verse on it. He then says, because you've said, we really need a video. He's just like, we can make it happen. So you've just packed your shit, flown to Atlanta, and rocked up to his crib. And the next thing you know, you're chilling at TPain's house.
It's so ridiculous, bro. Like,
is that right? Have I got it right?
That's 100%. That's the timeline. Perfect timeline.
That's hectic. And then it's your birthday, so then he's taken you to Magic City, which is one of the iconic strip clubs in Atlanta. Yes. You need to tell me. I need to know, because I know about Atlanta strip club culture, but I've never spoken to someone personally who's experienced it. Walk me through that experience.
Bro, the place is different, bro. People are like, oh, you got strip clubs in Australia? I'm like, it's not the same, bro. Like, we rocked up, like, hopped out. Like, Payne, like, full drove us there. Like, Rolls Royce Cullinan. Like, we pull up, we ride out. He's, like, playing unreleased stuff. We're listening to stuff. I'd already had a few drinks. He's like, all right, cool. Go to the bottle shop, do this and that, where he dropped, like, $2.5 grand on alcohol. Like, it's just like, he's like, boys, go get your own bottle, but don't let anybody touch your shit. Don't let anybody drink your shit. Get your own bottle. Don't let anybody touch it. So like did a little, it was crazy full circle moment too, because we did like a podcast where we reacted to music, and I was like, oh fuck, now I'm here. But nah, bro, the strip club's crazy. We rolled up, like there's already like 1 million people in the car park, at the doors. You know, obviously we're with Payne. He's booked out like the floor section, like right next to the stage. We go straight in. Man, it's crazy, bro. Like I feel like it's like it's just all like hip hop shit. Like in Australian strip clubs, it's like okay, they'll play like Candy Shop about like 50 Cent, but it's really just like these old tracks. They're like playing all this shit, and then as soon as Payne walks in, it's just Payne song after Payne song, and everyone's in the club. Like people are like got their friends on FaceTime, leaning over the stage across the women, being like, "Yo, Payne," and he's like, "Bro, what?" But like, bro, the energy in there is crazy. There's like, man, there's this chick there's like racks on the roof, and she's like swinging upside down on these things. There's money everywhere. They got the ones, like Payne brings out stacks of ones. He's handing me stacks. I'm just throwing them, like getting super drunk. It was like, bro, it was such an experience, man. And like, wow, I ended up blacking out at the end of the night. I blacked out as I got into the Uber. It was a night to remember for sure. And the Atlanta strip clubs are wild.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.